Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the Bitcoin price is coming into contact with this very important line of resistance. On top of that, we still have some other Bitcoin indicators building up to a major move coming sometime soon. And in just a moment, I'll be breaking down some on-chain analysis for Bitcoin because this new Bitcoin chart potentially reveals Bitcoin's next major move. All of that and more in this video, so definitely stick around to the end so that you don't miss out on any of this important information. And just before we jump into it, you might as well leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. But with all of that out of the way, let's get straight to what this video is about. It's right here on the Bitcoin US dollar chart on the 4-hour time frame. And of course, we've got this descending line of resistance, which is coming in at around 42,500. And at the time of filming this video, the Bitcoin price is getting very close to that line of resistance. And so as I have been mentioning over the past few days, while Bitcoin is below that line of resistance, technically we are looking somewhat bearish here in the shorter term because we are still forming lower highs here. But the moment we start breaking above that point of resistance, and especially if we can break above some of these previous highs, then that would be one of the first major signs on the Bitcoin chart showing us that we might be beginning a reversal. And by the way, these previous highs right here are coming in close to 44,000. So ideally, first of all, we need to see a break above this descending line of resistance, once again at around 42,500. And then on top of that, a break above around 44,000 would really help confirm that Bitcoin is potentially beginning a new uptrend here on the 4-hour time frame. But right now, once again, we are yet to see that. We are simply just waiting. And just before we take a look at some other important Bitcoin charts here, first we'll take a look at this on-chain chart for Bitcoin. And what this chart actually shows is the total amount of Bitcoin supply held by short-term holders, which is represented by the orange, and the gray line in the background is the Bitcoin price zoomed all the way out on the bigger picture dating since 2015 up to the current day price action. And what we can normally see is anytime we see a major run up in the Bitcoin price, like 2017, for example, or the end of 2020 leading into the beginning of 2021, normally we see a massive increase in the Bitcoin supply held by short-term holders as more and more people are jumping into Bitcoin as the price is going higher and higher. But then eventually we always experience some sort of correction or crash that comes after a lot of bullish price action. And when that plays out, a lot of the newer investors that jumped in as the price was running to the upside and close to all-time highs, a lot of those new investors basically panic sell Bitcoin into the hands of long-term holders. So because of that, we see the total amount of supply held by short-term holders decrease normally when the Bitcoin price is either going sideways or to the downside. But what we can see here on this chart, which shows 7 years worth of price history, so far just about every single time that the total supply held by short-term holders dips below 3 million Bitcoin, which is represented by this horizontal dotted line right here, that presents a rare buying opportunity. Sometimes we don't even see these buying opportunities for years. For example, if you're simply taking a look on the chart, the last few times that this has happened, first of all, we saw this happen in the second half of 2015, just before we saw a massive bull run that led all the way into the end of 2017. So obviously, if you're dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin when we were seeing that buy signal, according to this chart, back in 2015, that would have been an amazing buying opportunity. And of course, that was also at the end of the 2014 and 2015 bear market. And then the next time we saw a buying opportunity, according to this chart, was at the end of 2018, leading into the very beginning of 2019, which was of course the end of the 2018 bear market, and turned out to be an amazing buying opportunity if you were simply dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin during that time period and holding for at least the next few months. And then we saw a brief dip below this line in early 2020 and again later in 2020, which was just before we saw that major run up in the Bitcoin price from around 10,000 US dollars up to around 65,000 in the matter of around half a year approximately. And right now we are currently seeing the same signal that we've seen all of these other times that I just talked about. It's important to mention that this is not designed to pick the exact bottom. It isn't meant to tell us the exact Bitcoin price that we are due to bottom out at or anything. But what it does tell us, and what it has been telling us historically speaking over the past 7 years, is simply the best buying opportunities for Bitcoin if you were to dollar cost average and hold for the longer term. Of course, that is not financial advice. That is simply explaining what this indicator actually means for Bitcoin. And as I said over on my Twitter, historically, this means that the Bitcoin price is prepped for launch in the coming months. And so obviously I cannot tell you what to do, but my personal Bitcoin strategy is to dollar cost average into Bitcoin. In fact, accumulate a lot of Bitcoin right now and hold for the longer term. And by the way, if you don't already follow me over my Twitter, make sure you're doing that for extra updates just like this throughout the day. And the link to my Twitter is in the description down below and also in the pinned comment. But anyway, taking a quick look at the Bitcoin to US dollar chart on the 12-hour time frame and looking in the Bollinger Bands indicator, which are right now still squeezing. And I have been covering this over the past few days, but for the new viewers on the channel, this just means that a a very volatile move is coming soon, the moment that these Bollinger Bands begin to expand again. Now, unfortunately, the Bollinger Bands indicator does not tell us the direction of that volatile move or how soon that volatile move will come. It just tells us that a volatile move is coming sometime soon. So to help determine the possible direction of that move, we need to look at some other indicators and some other patterns. For example, this bullish divergence forming right now on the 12-hour time frame. In fact, it's already formed, and right now we are technically playing out this bullish divergence. And for any of the beginners out there, a bullish divergence just means that we are due to see reduced selling pressure, which can either come in the form of sideways price action or a move back to the upside. And a previous example of a bullish divergence here on the 12-hour chart is what we saw back in around June last year. And the outcome of that bullish divergence was basically sideways price action followed by a recovery around 1 month after we initially saw the bullish divergence form. So this is another reason why I am accumulating Bitcoin right now and holding for at least the next few months. On top of that, we are still playing out this fractal on the daily time frame for Bitcoin in both the price action and in the RSI. For this fractal to continue to play out, we simply need to see the Bitcoin price remain above 39.5k, and we also need to see the daily RSI break above this descending line of resistance, which is coming in at around 41 approximately, because one of the most reliable indicators for Bitcoin is when the daily RSI starts bottoming out and entering into a reversal back to the upside, just like what we saw at the end of September leading into October, and also like what we saw back in June and July leading into August. And over the past 1 month approximately, we have seen the daily RSI start flattening out and potentially start bottoming out, but we're still yet to see a major uptrend form in the daily RSI breaking above this point of resistance once again. But of course, I'll keep you updated on this chart in these videos and also on my Twitter. On top of that, we are still holding above the golden pocket here on the logarithmic chart for Bitcoin, which is coming in at around 39.5k as well. So while the Bitcoin price is above that level, that is still really good to see for the Bitcoin bulls out there, because the golden pocket is the most important Fibonacci level. And so really it would only start getting more concerning if we see a strong break below 39.5k. But as of right now, we haven't actually seen that. And another possible point of concern is looking at the Nasdaq here on the daily time frame, because what we have been experiencing over the past 2 months approximately is a sell-off in the tech stocks. And obviously there is many factors at play that determines the Bitcoin price, but the stock market is probably one of the bigger factors out there, because during the most bearish times in the stock market, we normally see some of the most bearish times in Bitcoin. But then when the stock market, especially the Nasdaq, is looking extremely bullish like what we saw in October, we also see a lot of bullish price action in Bitcoin, exactly like what we saw back in October. So if we see a continued sell-off in the Nasdaq further to the downside, then that once again could be a little bit more concerning for Bitcoin, meaning that the downside price action for Bitcoin might not be over until we see a successful bounce from the Nasdaq further to the upside. So this is also something that I am paying attention to right now, and of course I'll keep you updated here on the channel and over on my Twitter linked down below. If you got anything valuable out of this video, please make sure to leave a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on so that you're not missing out on any of these updates that I post every single day. As always, I appreciate every single one of you here on the channel. I can't thank you enough. And before you click off, you might as well check out one of these uploads if you haven't already. But that is everything that I have to say for this update. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.